A turn-of-the-century life, reimagined.
My guest today is Caroline Ellsworth Morton. Caroline, tell us a little bit about turn-of-the-century life in Iowa Falls.
First of all, you can call me Carrie. I was born on June 12, 1878 in Iowa Falls and moved to Los Angeles, California in 1909 after my daughter was born and my father had passed away. We had an upscale home and a comfortable life made possible by the hugely successful business investments of my parents. 150 years later in 2026 it is a busy commercial district with restaurants located there today. As a young girl, our family traveled extensively in the United States and Europe by coach, train, and ships. The turn of the century was a time of peace and rapid technological advancement. Iowa Falls looked like this when I was growing up in 1890. Just 20 years later when I left Iowa Falls it looked like this. A mix of primitive cars and horses while crude air machines crossed the sky. Sadly, these inventions were used in the Great World War.
Tell us about your family.
My father was Eugene Ellsworth, a self-made man of restless energy, wealth, and dignity. He worked and traveled constantly, even to the detriment of his health. He had lost his mother as a young boy and never really knew his step-siblings. He served as a drummer boy with his father in the Civil War in 1864 until they came to Iowa Falls from Wisconsin.
Interesting.
My mother was Harriet Parsons Northrop Ellsworth. She was a granddaughter of Joseph Parsons who founded the famous Parsons Paper Company in Massachusetts. She was a widow for 28 years and even survived me by 6 years. She died during the Great Depression in 1935. My brother Ernest was 5 years older than I. He was born in 1873 in the old house on Stevens Street that was destroyed in the Great Fire of 1874. He attended military and business school. He became a banker and state legislator. He managed all our family business ventures. He died in 1945.
Let's look at some of your family's gifts and investments in Iowa Falls. First, there's Ellsworth College, established in 1890, and Caroline Hall, which is named after you, where you taught French after graduating from Vassar.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Audrey. Je suis une voix française. Bonjour, je m'appelle Audrey.
There's the Baptist Chautauqua Assembly Grounds, the walking bridge that was built in the late 1890s, the Metropolitan Opera House of 1899, the Carnegie Ellsworth Library of 1904, which still stands today, the first hospital of 1902, which began a long tradition of hospitals in Iowa Falls.
My father seldom stood still. He was interested in everything. He was a gentleman farmer, a hunter, and he loved boats.
There were no cars for the majority of his life, so he certainly enjoyed saddling up either on the farm or on his way to a good hunt.
He traveled to Europe on several occasions, which was quite an adventure at the turn of the century. He attended the Passion Play of 1900 in Germany. On that trip he brought back the painting, Romsdal Fjord, which was given to the town of Iowa Falls when he died in 1907. This is me with my mother-in-law, my aunt, my daughter, and my mother around 1908. The next picture is my daughter as an adult. She was the only grandchild and heir to the Ellsworth estate in 1945.
Thank you, Carrie.
You're welcome.